Hi, this is Nathalie from LineDotArrow from the Netherlands, and I am crafting at the moment. And um, I suddenly thought, oh, maybe I should turn on my camera. I'm working with the Sweet Valentine journal pages, and we have a challenge in the Facebook group going on, and that is making a tag book journal folio folder with or the Sweet Valentine pages or the where's the other one? The add-on. Mm, this one. So we have this one and we have this one. This one is on my Etsy and this one is in my coffee shop. And I was working, trying to make something from 2 envelopes and pieces of this paper. This came in a shipment box with an order. And let me quickly show you what I got. Because it's turning out quite nice. So I thought, well, maybe I should show you. It's not pretty yet. And I'm not sure if I can make it as a real journal. Maybe it's just a prototype. We will see. But I took an envelope. A 4-size envelope. I only have a white one over here. But and then the opening was over here, but I glued the opening to the inside. As you can see, this is the flap and this is the bottom, so I glued the flap closed. But what I did, I put in the envelope 2 rather sturdy pages. I just slide it in, I didn't glue anything, I just slide it in and glued this close. Then I fold it first in half and then about 1 centimeter to this side and 1 centimeter to this side, so you will create a spine. But you can also do it with a scoreboard. I just folded it because that was the quickest way. And then the other thing I did, I took another envelope, and this is not straight, I know. I cut off a piece, folded it inwards. I have this piece folded inwards, also created a spine and glued it in the middle. So it was about the same width. So far so good. Okay, I want to do it this way. And then I have one of these sheets and I just folded it in half, folded it in half, folded it in half and folded it in half. So we got this. Maybe this is not the most sturdy paper to do this, but like I said, I was just trying. And then I cut it and I took it apart and then I started to zigzag fold it. So flip it around, flip it around, flip it around, flip it around and flip it around. Let me grab this as an example. Then I just thought, okay, let's put some glue on here, and I did something like, okay, I want it over here on the corner of the journal. So this is this corner, well, it's actually like so this corner, I glued this strip down, and then you have this. But if you glue this one and you fold it and you do this one and you fold it and you do this one and you fold it and you put some glue on here and you just put it like so, it creates 3 sort of hinges like we have here. And I did the same on the other side, and I was inspired by the Tim Holtz folio. I first wanted to use this one, and then I saw this, and then I thought, oh, I can do something, but I want to keep it for another project. So that's why I have another prototype now. But just I did the same thing on this side, by the way. And after I glued it on, I rounded the corners. You could round the corners before you glue them in. And I know it's not looking pretty, but I want to make it look pretty. And I want to see how it works, if it works. And I thought, okay, I can put some pages inside. Maybe a pocket on this side, pocket on this side. Maybe a pocket on this side, a pocket on this side. Or cut this open and turn this into a pocket and maybe side stock. I don't know yet. And I wanted to put things on here, on this side, and these go in. And then I thought, okay, maybe I can also put in a slanted pocket over here, so it can go underneath. So you can tuck a tag in, have this one over. I have so many ideas. But yeah, this is what I got. And it looks weird. But like this, it's actually a journal base. So I am going to figure out, I'm going to embellish and work on it, because I also want to do some sewing. And I also figured, okay, because I was already thinking about the decorations. And then I thought, oh, maybe I should take you along with the prototype too. I have this paper and I want to glue it on here. And I already checked if I want to sew around this border. I can. I don't mess up these. But before I glue on the butterfly paper, I have to sew in here. And I even thought about sewing in here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave this as it is. But I really like the hinges over here. So yeah, I have no idea if this will work. But the only thing what can happen is I'm very busy for a long time and ending up with nothing. That can be the case, or I have a brilliant idea. But yeah, then I also thought, okay, if I'm going to glue this on, I like this, but what if we first what if we first glued some book pages on the outside of the cover, and maybe also on this outside? No, only on this outside. So glue it on, some collaging, and then glue on the butterfly. No, then do the sewing, then glue on the butterfly. I hope you can follow me, but we are going to do that and we will see how it ends. Okay, I'm going to grab some book pages. I think I'm going to use, yeah, this one. Let me get them. From the Chunky Monkey. I really like this book. I have also French book papers. Maybe that's better because it's for Valentine, L'amour. Okay. This is cool. Yeah. It's a cool book. I'm going to glue a few of these pages on the cover. I'm just going to just checking. Yeah, I want this side to the bottom because I want to add pockets. And I don't need to glue over here, I'm now thinking, but I'm going to do that anyway. It makes it more sturdy also. And I'm just going to add pieces on here. I'm not trying to overthink, just gluing stuff on. Even glue over the pages. It doesn't matter. Well, I'm going to leave it. So it's a good way to use up junk journal envelopes, the one you received in mail. This one I didn't receive. These are plain because I bought them in the shop, especially to make a journal from. The envelope journal, the pink one that I showed you yesterday in the flip through, that's the one that I made from these envelopes. And I made more of these envelopes. I have some of them on Pinterest. I think it's a romantic wallpaper journal, the one that is also made from the envelopes. So if you want to see how that one looked, and also I've flipped through on my channel of that journal, of course. But it's all made from envelopes. So I'm just going to glue this over here. In the middle, I'm not going to do a lot of effort to make it pretty. I'm just going to glue in the bigger pieces because you don't see that because it's under the page with the butterfly. Not sure if this will show. So just glue stuff on. It's like therapy. So as you can see, there's no, I'm just doing something. There's no rhyme or reason. Just glue it on. Oh, well, it's okay. This can be like so. I'm going to glue the rest off camera on the cover, and when it's finished you will see me back. So I glued everything on, and now I have to cut it. And when you cut it, be sure you don't cut open these envelopes. I almost did now, so be aware you cut slightly above the envelope. Otherwise you will ruin your cover. It will be open. And of course when you cut you see pieces that are not glued down correctly. You can still add some extra glue. And I think you can also use some sort of Mod Podge, or just mix some regular kids glue with a little bit of water, but I don't like the cover to be too wet, so that's why I didn't do that. And I like when you use a glue stick with book pages, it really makes the cover more sturdy. So just cutting along the edge. Oh, don't cut the envelope. I think I cut the envelope here. Well, don't do what I did. Oh. It's all sticky. So I have this. Gluing this back. Oh, I have the Tim Holtz scissors. I did use them when working on the journal, because I can't do one video and cutting 3 things and have an opinion about it. So I am working with it to see whether I like it or not. But I do have to say I have to keep it separate, otherwise I will also be cutting my fabrics with it, and I don't think that's a good idea to do. So we have this on the outside. Okay, is there more? I should have glued that better, of course, but yeah, I didn't. And then you can ink, and I do want to ink, but I'm not sure if I only want to ink with brown, because I always ink with only brown. Well, not always, but most of the time. Let me grab a sheet. Otherwise I mess up my... And you can just go over it like so. And you should wait before the glue is dry, to be honest, but I want to continue this video and do not want to wait. But it's best if you wait when the glue is dried, of course. I'm just going to ink the outside, the borders. And glue also. This is not, I messed up on this side a little. It is still closed, but we probably put something over the edge like lace or something, so it will be okay, but I should have been more careful with cutting. That would have been better. So now I'm inking this side. And this is far from perfect. Well, I don't think it's perfect, but maybe I'm going to just, yeah, this will work. Okay. I still have pieces that are not glued down completely. But that's okay. And I also want to add, I think this one. Yeah. And this one I'm going to make circle motions. Not sure if I'm saying it the right way, but I'm just swirling around with my ink. And again, edges are coming off from the cover. Here I have to re-glue, but that's okay. Okay, first let me do a check to, yeah, still the right way. Oh, this can work. Okay. And also okay, let me just grab this glue. I have ink everywhere now. Yeah, I think we have it covered. And okay, this is taking forever. Yeah, so I want to glue this one onto the cover. First, let me bend the cover a little, so I have some sort of idea where to put it. Like this. I said I wanted to sew on this part too. to make sure it stays on. So maybe I first should cover this up and this part too, and this, before I start sewing, so I can first sew on this side and turn it around, glue this one on, and then sew over here. Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So this is the outside. Let's take this over here. Let me just think about this. What am I going to put on here? I have no idea. I will think of something, but I didn't thought about this yet. Don't like this paper. Not sure if it's enough. Let me fold it in half. Oh, this could be a great slimline cover too. Looking pretty. So, just ripping this, and okay, it's a little bit too small. I don't like it. Why? Okay, this is not going to work. Let me think. What else can we put in? Okay, I'm going to do it different. I'm also going to layer. No, I'm not going to do that, or am I? I really want this one. Okay, this is going to be a pocket on this side, so I'm going to add a pocket over here. Oh, what I also have, let me just get it. Where is it? I have this paper. It has a lovely shine. It came with some packaging again. And what if I... Oh, this is not straight. What if I glue this on here, on this side, just as a base, so there's something. So here we go again. I am going to use this. I have absolutely no idea if this will look good. I hope so. And here I'm going to the edges. change of plan. I have to stick this in. So, oh, first. I feel like a little toddler who's playing with papers. I have no idea if this will work out or not. But I do like the fact that I'm using pages from my stash that I normally wouldn't use. Okay, is this going? How is this not? Just okay. Now I'm going to glue this part in. I'm very curious if this will work. So I'm so very happy that my all the journals that were on my desk are finished, except the Christmas one. I didn't finish that one, and I don't like the fact that I didn't finish it. I don't like it at all. So then I thought maybe I can do a little thing in it once in a while, and it will be done by Christmas. Because I know if I leave it on my desk for the next Christmas, I probably will not do anything, because then I want to work with a new kit, of course. Something like that. Okay, did I glue this on? I hope not. It's really stupid. No, it's okay. So I'm just going to fold this. And I'm not using the Timmy scissors, because I'm afraid I will cut in the cover. I will ruin the envelope. And it's a good time to decide I want to round the corners. If they can be rounded. Yeah, they can. Okay. Okay, now I have this strip, and I also want to add a strip on here. I'm going to use all the good glue over here, the art glitter glue, because I want to be sure it stays on. Maybe I do need to put this under the paper cutter. Oh, I cut it off camera, but I folded it, and so I have a straight edge over here, because that's what I want. That's what I need. Oh, I only have a slightly gap. I have a small gap here, which I don't like. Let's just fix this. Just glue on this one. It's hard to notice. Oh. Yes. You can also make this sort of cover without using a digital, of course. I received a few comments about people who say, well, you don't really do junk journaling because you use digitals. Yeah, I know. I don't think that's a crime. And I do wish I had more real old pages to use in my journals. But it's very hard to get these over here. And when you have them, you want to keep them forever because they are so pretty, and you don't want to put them in a journal, because when they are in a journal they are gone. Okay, I have to do the other part. This is the straightest edge I can find. Oh, I'm still in frame. Probably not. Sorry. And I don't mind that it's not completely flat. I like that, because when you ink it, it gives it more structure, and it's more fun that way. Where's the spoon? It's over here. over here. I'm just going to fold it in like so. I do want to make some sort of straight. It has to be straight, or as straight as can be. It's not completely straight. Okay. Then I'm just going to rip it. Somewhere around here. And I know it's not perfect, but yeah, and it's completely not perfect. Okay, I have to cut it. Oh, I mess up this part. Just going to fold this a little. Otherwise, I don't know where to cut. So yeah, this looks like a mess. I think it looks like a mess, but I'm sure it will turn out just fine. I hope. But I made more covers like this. Well, not exactly like this, but then I was putting papers on and I was thinking, okay, this is not going to work. And then it did work. Okie dokie. So I have these. This one. And then I need to have a strip on here too. Yeah. Just put this glue on and also have this. Like so. This way. This doesn't work. Okay, let me just take these out of the way. Let's see what we can do today, because I don't want to make this video too long. So now we have this. Yeah, I'm in frame. And it has to be like this. And to ink this a little on this part. And it does need a little glue over here. So, what's the plan? I do have my doubts about these, if they will be sturdy enough. So I'm also thinking, I should have thought of that before, to not have 3 but 2. Maybe this is more sturdy, or yeah. But if I sew on here, this can be smaller. If I sew on here, it's more sturdy already. Yeah. So I'm going to, if I sew over here, this is going to be slightly smaller, but still flappable. I don't know if that's a word. Slightly shorter, but that's okay. Maybe I can do the same with this one. Or not. No. This one I'm going to leave. And this one needs to I think I need to round the corners on the other side. I forgot. First let me glue this down. Yeah. Round the corners. Come on. Yes. Okay. Oh, I didn't round the corners. Well, now I do. Change of plan. I didn't plan this. Okay, let me think. Do I need to ink before I'm going to sew? Probably yes. So here we go. Tiny bit on here. I think I only need to ink this part for now. Although I do want to sew on here too. Yeah. And I definitely need to leave this to dry. Otherwise, I think I will rip the papers if I'm going to craft directly on this paper. Ink this too. Because I want to add washes over here too. It would be fun. Okay. This part. This part. Let me ink this side off camera. It's quicker. Okay, look who's on the desk. Mr. Supervisor. Not sure if you can see him. Hi. And he is not doing well. Well, he's doing okay now. He had some meds because he wasn't eating. He had, how do you call it? A bladder infection, I think you call it. And he had some meds, but from the meds, he was, well, he doesn't respond very well to meds. Of course, the infection is gone, but his whole body doesn't react to infections very well. Okay, sweetie, not the Tim Holtz scissors in your bag. And he didn't eat or drink for days, and I have to feed him myself with a little tube. I put it in his mouth, and then I didn't squeeze it in. I gave him little bits to chew, but it didn't work because that's not the way. He lost some weight, so now he had some meds that make him eat a little bit more. And next week we have an appointment at the vet, and to see what is wrong, I hope. But he's very clingy, and he wants to be with me all the time, which is okay, but not when I'm crafting. So, Mr. Supervisor, say goodbye to the peeps. Yeah, say goodbye to your subscribers, because it's actually your channel, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, sweetie, I do love you, but you have to go. So, off you go. I dig ink. I do want to make this a very long video, apparently. Okay, here's Mr. Supervisor again. No, sweetie pie, you really need to go. Come on. Can you lay over here next to me? Not on the cover, but next to the cover. You can lay over here. You can lay over here. So, go in your corner. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Now, you can't, you only see this part, but he is on the desk. And I'm going to ink on here too. I like it. Part, I'm afraid I can't do the swirling part the way I want to. It's more difficult, I think. Am I doing it right, sweetie pie? Yeah. Am I doing a good job? You see the fold of the envelope here, but that's okay. I think I'm going to add something to the border later, so not a biggie. So I'm just inking, and I like the fact that it's showing all the cracks and the folds and the imperfection of the paper. I do really like that a lot. Do I also want to ink with pink? If I can find a pink. Where are you, Pinky? Oh, is this the pink one? I think you're laying on it with your sweet butt. Oh, yeah, here it is. This one. Don't color with pink. This is intense. It's okay. So in this journal I used a lot of junk already. Book pages, some, how do you call it? Tissue paper, some sort of tissue paper it is. It's a little bit thicker than tissue paper. Envelopes, and you can use envelopes from your how do you call it? Junk mail. I can even ink these later, but oh, I need to ink this side. So then I'm just quickly going to sew, and then I will be adding the butterfly piece, and then we are done for today. Okay, there's something in your... Okay, let's take this away. Yeah, it needs to go. Hold this as flat as possible. Let me just think about it one more time before I do things. Here's the butterfly. I do want to round these corners too. I'm not sure if I need to ink, if you can see the ink. I'm not sure because it's very dark. Oh, it does show, so it needs to go on. So I'm going to ink around the border of this image. I'm going to sew around the border of this image, I think. Not sure, or going to sew everything completely on the cover. Well, let's see. Let's do... I want to sew over here, but I think this piece can be sewn okay, it's not exactly so. Okay, how am I going to do this? Well, I guess I'm not going to sew. Yeah, I am going to sew. I'm going to sew this. Go away. They don't see anything. No. No, you're not helping. You're not helping. You need to help me. Don't bite. I'm going to sew this piece on here, a little strip on here, and a little strip on here. Then I'm going to sew. Ow! Why do you do that? I'm just grabbing the butterfly page. I'm going to sew around this butterfly. Ow! Whoa! Go. Yeah, off you go. I'm going to sew around the butterfly. I'm going to attach it, but I'm also going to sew around this border. And I'm also going to sew around this border. Well, the whole cover. Although sewing around this border is quite difficult. Yeah, but I'm going to do it off camera. So I sewn around the butterfly page. I have sewn around these, and this is not completely straight. I know it's very hard to sew this completely straight, but it gives the journal some sturdiness. And I sewn around these, and I also sewn in between these, so they are on secure. They will not come off, and that's a relief. The only thing that can happen, it can rip, but okay. And then I also, because of this sewing, I have an issue over here, and I had sometimes this happens when I sew through the cover, but I did check, and if let me just bend it just a little. If I mount this one all those little strings, the ends and the beginnings, if I glue it on like so, a little higher, it will cover up this stitching. So it's just a little higher, although I like it this way better. So I was also thinking maybe I should add trim over here. What if we just leave it? Would that be so bad? Now I'm going to take it up just a little. I'm going to glue it up a little higher, so I am sure it is underneath the butterfly page. And it's okay. It's not a biggie. And I'm probably doing this in a weird way, but I'm not gluing the page on completely right away. Otherwise it's hard for me to know where to place it. And with the Fabri-Tac, once you place it, it's there. And I can't believe I still have strings. This needs to come off too. Go away. Yeah. I think this is about right. Something like this. Where is the... Okay, Mr. Supervisor has been on the desk again when I was sewing, and he was moving around stuff. I think I lost my bone folder now. Sometimes he puts it in the bin, he throws it in the bin. Because I lost one already. Well, let me check. Found it. So now I'm going to place some glue on here. No, not with my bone folder. Ooh, it's all over my hands again. Okay. Oh, I really like this. Sorry, I really need to clean this, otherwise the glue gets stuck. Glue coming out. So doesn't glue. Don't make it too wet. Okay, I need to get all the borders. Sure. Well, I'm going to re-glue everything off camera. Maybe tomorrow when it's dry, I see the spots that needs more glue, I can still glue. That's no biggie. Otherwise, I will be gluing a long time and you only see me glue. That's kind of silly to see. It did rip over here. because this was sewn on too close. So I have an error that I have to fix. Which I can fix. Yeah. And I will do something extra to make sure it will stay, but for now it's okay. And like, subscribe, leave a comment. Hope to see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, stay creative. Greetings from the Netherlands. Bye bye. Bye.